Today, our champion, Jeff Atkins, Feeding Hills, Massachusetts, faces the challenge of Bob Whitcomb of Norwell, Massachusetts, on Candlepin Bowling. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Candlepin Bowling. I'm Don Gillis, and speaking on behalf of the whole crew, we're glad you could join us here at the Fairway in Natick, Massachusetts, for 3 strings of Candlepin Bowling total pinfall determining our winner. Each will receive a permanent souvenir, and these are provided by Din Brothers of Holyoke and Boston. Each will receive some guaranteed prize money. We have $1,200 guaranteed. $700 of that goes to the winner. $350 goes to the runner-up. $50 available to the winner of each string, and if they tie, obviously, we split that at $25 apiece. Many other opportunities for our bowlers to make some extra money. Most of you are familiar with them, and we'll tell you about it. But first of all, I want to say that I hope you had a Merry, Merry Christmas. I'm sure we all are very happy with what we had. Right now, let's talk to today's bowler, shall we? Hi, Bob.
How you doing? Nice to be here.
I know it's nice to be here because it's the first time. I mean, you're not shy about these things because obviously you have been on Candlepin doubles,
yes.
And you had a pretty good partner.
Yeah, Craig Holbrook, very good partner. He kind of kept me in calm and all that out there.
And you're right now at a 121 average, high single of 459. Yeah, you're moving right along here.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, when was that when you were on with Craig on the double?
That was last March. We bowled against the two Zernicke brothers.
And you didn't win?
No, they bowled really well against us. They bowled really well.
Did you blame Craig?
No, I got it.
Okay, speaking of high scores, I forgot to mention last week that you are the holder of the highest triple ever rolled in Massachusetts. Not just on this string. Paul Berger hit 500, but you hit 514, huh?
Yeah, I hit that about 10 years ago. 82 or somewhere around there. Yeah.
Can you remember? I bet you do. I bet you remember every one of those.
Yeah, I hit a 179, a 168, and a 167 back in that order. It was a good night.
And had you ever done 500 before that?
Yeah, the previous year in the same house, I hit 2 other 500, a 503 and a 508. So that was, but I haven't hit one since.
I was just going to say,
like 10 years ago, and since then it's been out downhill. I think I peaked too early.
Well, I hope both of you peak today. All right, and we'll get underway right after this. Challenger Bob Whitcomb of Norwell, Massachusetts, high single 199, high triple 459, league average 121. Two pins left, the 1 and the 8 with wood. And he has a spare to begin. Bob is representing the Woodlawn Bowl in Randolph. Almost a spread eagle. He got 5. The 7 pin went down, so he's got the right wing, the 3, 6, 10 on the left, the 2 and 4. That takes care of the right side. It's a 10. Now Jeff Atkins, our defending champion from Feeding Hills, Massachusetts, high single 205, high triple 514, and league average 127. Jeff has 8 pins down. The 2 that are standing are side by side. It's the 9 and 10. However, he has some wood. One piece of wood is right across the 9. The other one is rolling back to about where the 2 pin would be. Got the 10, but what he wanted to do was just hit that piece of wood that was across the 9 to have it take the 9 out and then the ball go and get the 10, but he just missed it. So it's a 10. The 26th overall appearance on our Candlepin Bowling for Jeff Atkins. One was in a championship show, and all the others were here. I don't mean literally here in this bowling lane, but I mean on this program rather than on the championship show. One pin left for a 10, and he has it. Now our challenger, Bob Whitcomb of Norwell. Bob is single. Too full on the head pin. He takes out the 1, the 5, the 8, and 9, leaving the 2 wings of the spread eagle. Went for the right side and missed the 3 pin, took out the 6, left the 3 and the 10. Got everything except the 3 pin. It's a 9. As we indicated, it is Bob's very first appearance on this show. He has 3 pins to pick up. They're in a triangle on the right side, and it's made up of the 3, 5, and, excuse me, it's the 6, 9, and 10. Ooh, got the 9, but missed the 6 and 10. It's a 9 box. Jeff Atkins is married and father of 2. He's employed as a letter carrier for the United States Postal Service. Two, 4, and 6. Jeff is a regular on the World Candlepin Bowling Congress Pro Tour, sponsored by Travel Time Travel Agency. Nope. He missed the 2 pin. Got the 4. He's representing the Fun Time lanes in Springfield and the Bowling Center in Westfield. It's a 9. Is it going? No. Had to wait, and the 6 pin did not go down. For a moment, we thought we had a strike. So he has the 6 pin to pick up for a spare. He has it, but boy, he just barely stopped at the football line, avoiding a dive over it. Okay, after 4 boxes of the first string, with a bonus ball still to be thrown by our defending champion, Jeff Atkins, the score right now is our challenger, Bob Whitcomb, 43, defending champion Jeff Atkins, 39. Whitcomb has rolled an 8 and a 10 in the 5th and 6th boxes. He's at 61 right now. Here's Jeff Atkins to fill that spare he had in the 4th. Don Riley is our statistician and coordinator. Here is our defending champion, Jeff Atkins, rolling in the 5th box. And filling on the spare he had in the 4th, he gets 8, leaves the 7 and 8 with 2 pieces of wood. One is a little bit to the right of the 8 pin. The other one is out where the 3 pin would be. Pretty good spot. It was a good spot. And he has 2 in a row. Chance now for some bonus money. Our lob line judge and referee, of course, is Ralph Stewart. And you see what he got for Christmas, huh? Look at that. How about that? Jeff got only 3 as a fill on his second spare. Now he's looking at the head pin plus the 9 and 10. He gets the head pin and the 9. It is a 9 box. All right, Bob Whitcomb has a genuine spare leave now with the 6 and 10 and wood right in front of it. He's got it. Our crew today is Skip Peabody, Judy Giles, Jeff Sullivan, Bob Armitage, and of course our producer and director, Phil Rubin. Challenger Bob Whitcomb gets 6 as the fill and leaves the 4 horsemen left side. 1, 2, 4, and 7, and no wood. Got everything except the 4 pin. It's a 10. Before I forget, I want to remind you that next Saturday on Channel 5, this program will be on at 11 a.m. That's because of NFL playoffs. 3 and 6 are the 2 pins that Jeff is looking at right now. He's got it. Again, next week, Saturday, January 2nd, 11 a.m. for Candlepin Bowling on Channel 5. As far as Channel 40 in Springfield, you better check your local listings. So close to getting a strike on top of his spare. He got everything down except the 7 pin. Got 2 pieces of wood that are mostly to the right, but a little bit of it in front of the 7 pin. However, it appears that he'll be able to still drive it right through. No, he went for the end of it, and obviously he didn't get it. Missed it again, so it is a 9. Bob Whitcomb. 3 pieces of wood. He walks up to the foot-foul line and takes a look, and he gets a pretty good view from where his eyes are, way up there, big and tall. He sent 1 piece of wood over, got everything on the left, sent 1 piece of wood over to the 10, but it just barely tapped it, rocked it a little bit. However, it's still standing. Not anymore. It's a 10. At 97 through 9, and his league average is 121. One, 2, and 8 with wood between 2 and 8, and wood to the left of the 2 pin. Made it. Spare in the 10th. 107 plus, well, we'll see. And a strike, 117. Now Jeff Atkins. 10-pin lead. Let's see what happens. 1 pin to pick up for a spare. It is the 9-pin. Spare. Spare in the 9. The fill is 9. The 1 pin up is the 7-pin. And this time he doesn't use any of the wood. He goes for the 7, gets it. And now let's see what he winds up with. 1 bonus ball to go. Almost a strike. Everything down except the 9-pin. So Jeff Atkins, our defending champion, winds up with a 135, and that is good enough to pick up $50 in bonus money for winning the first string 135 to 117. It's the middle string. That means our defending champion leads it off, and Jeff Atkins gets 6, leaving the 3, 6, 10 on the right, the 7-pin on the left. He's got a piece of wood up against the 7-pin, and now he's got a piece of wood just to the left of the 3-pin. Looks pretty good from here. Of course, I don't have to bowl the ball. Got everything except the 10-pin. There it is, 4-10. Now moving from lane 2 to lane 3 here at the fairway in Natick. Just a little bit too full on the head pin. He has left the 2 and the 4, but they're the only 2. He has it. Speaking of the fairway, we are on Route 9, the old Worcester Turnpike, in Natick, Massachusetts, just a little bit west of downtown Boston. We usually do our videotaping on Mondays, in case you want to come in out of the cold sometime. 2 full on the head pin. Spread eagle. 2, 4, 7 on the left, and 3, 6, 10 on the right. It's a 7 for our challenger, Bob Whitcomb. And if you stop by the fairway right now at this time of the year, you'll see the fabulous Christmas display that Helen Salou has set up here. It's truly, it's marvelous. I can't quite do a Billy Crystal on marvelous. Three pins to pick up. No, he only got 1. He had the 2, 4, and 5. He got just the 5. All right, our defending champion, Jeff Atkins, coming up to work on the spare he rolled in the second box of the middle string. Pretty good fill. It's a strike. Will it be 3 marks in a row? Yes. He has another strike. And, of course, you know, 3 strikes in a row, an additional bonus of $1,000. And that's what he'll be firing at after we have our next break. Right now, here's our challenger, Bob Whitcomb of Norwell. And Bob has a spare leave. Oh, does he ever? He has 1 pin to pick up now as the 6 pin just dropped. He's looking only at the 3. However, there's a piece of wood he has to be a little bit careful about, but he's got it. Spare in the 3rd. Now the fill. And he rolls. A strike. It was slow motion. We stop right now for a break. And each bowler has 2 bonus balls to roll. And, of course, Jeff Atkins has 2 strikes in a row. And I really don't know. I haven't totaled it up, but we'll be right back after this. All we'll say is Jeff Atkins has 2 strikes in a row. Is it going to go? The 5 pin is right. Yes! Yes! The 5 pin finally went down for $1,000 extra. He's up to $150 in bonus money plus $1,000, and of course, if he rolls another strike, it's an additional $1,000. Here we go. Yes! Yes! He has 4 strikes in a row. There have only been 3 bowlers in the entire 34-year history of our program who have rolled 4 strikes in a row in a single string. Right now, Bob Whitcomb. And Bob Whitcomb on the first ball gets himself 6. He has left the 2, the 3, the 6, and the 10, and no, he got just 1 more. So his fill is 7. Jim Barber of Lynn hit the high-low jackpot in addition to also having 4 strikes in a row. George Raymond had 4 strikes in a row. Dick O'Connell had 4 strikes in a row. Are we going to have 5 in a row or more? We'll find out very shortly. Bob Whitcomb right now looking at the 3, the 6, and he's got the 2 pin over on the left. He will not have a mark. Okay, Jeff Atkins comes up, and he is ready to go as he gets up there. He already has 4 strikes in a row. For 5 strikes in a row? No. He looks disappointed. Oh, shucks. Okay. He still gets applause. He has left 5 pins. The 1, the 3, the 7, the 8, and the 10. Will it be a spare? No! Didn't get the head pin. All right, he had 5 marks in a row, and since 4 of them were in a row, he picked up $2,000. $1,000 for 3 strikes in a row, and then each additional strike in the same string after the 3 is worth $1,000 each, and so he has $2,000 in bonus money on top of the fact that he had 5 marks in a row, which is worth $150. One pin to pick up, the 10 pin. Already at 149. Al just moved the mic away from me at the direction of Phil. I guess I was getting a little excited and hollering. Yes, he has a spare. I do get a little emotional when I watch this. Okay, Bob Whitcomb. Bob on for the first time, and of course he runs into a buzzsaw. The man who has the all-time Massachusetts Bowling Association three-string record of 514. Oh, that was a situation where you felt he was robbed. He had the 2, 4, 5, and 7, and all of a sudden he looks and the 4 is still there, got everything else. That one kind of got away. He left 5. Still a couple there. And Bob Whitcomb, it's a 9. Jeff Atkins through 8 is at 150 as a bonus ball to roll. And if you're wondering, our highest single is 197 by Ed Zernicke. That's the highest we've ever had as a single string in 34 years. 197. He's at 150 plus whatever he gets on this next ball, and who knows what else he'll do. So close to another strike. He left the 5. If he does beat that record, he'll get a $500 bonus. All right, he's right now at 169 with another box to go and a bonus ball to be thrown. He could do it. Ooh, no, not that way. Not that way. He got 4. But had he gotten a 10 for a fill there with a strike, obviously. Couple more. He still has 4 pins standing. And a super string. And congratulated by Bob Whitcomb as he comes up. A 181. So Ed Zernicke's 197 is still intact. And also the 4 strikes in a row still belongs to George Raymond, Jim Barber, Dick O'Connell, and now Jeff Atkins. Bob Whitcomb, spare in the 9th. He gets 6, but he's got side-by-side pins in the 4 and the 5, and behind that, the 7 and 8. Tried to go from the right to the left with a piece of wood, but it didn't work. And it's a 10. So obviously another $50 in bonus money goes to Jeff Atkins for winning the middle string 181 to 116. And right now, going into the 3rd string, he's already at 316 to Bob Whitcomb's 233.
Well, we suggest you judge it at face value.
All right, 3rd string, and leading it off is our challenger.
Let's face it, Sesame Street Live is all kinds of fun, wrapped into one. Sesame Street Live, The one show you'll be glad you shared with your children.
Oh, he just missed the 5-pin, and otherwise he would have had a spare here leading off in the third. And another split for Bob Whitcomb. Went to the right side, and he has left now the 2, 4, and 7. It's a 10. Now Jeff Atkins, our defending champion, coming up. And Jeff had a rather profitable middle string, $2,200. And having won the first string, also for $50, $2,250 so far in bonus money, plus, of course, the $700 for winning. I think he'll be able to pay for his Christmas presents. Okay, Jeff missed what his lead was, but it was not an easy one, so he settles for a 9. Seven-pin rocking back and forth. It looked twice as if it was definitely going to fall, but apparently it is going to stay. So he's got the 7, 8 on the left, 6 and 9 over on the right. He went for the left side of a piece of wood, hoping to be able to get everything, but succeeded in only getting the 7-pin. It's an 8. Now our challenger, Bob Whitcomb, on for the first time, and boy, did he ever run into a buzzsaw. Now he's got a tough split. He's got the 5 and the 6 side by side, plus the 10. Nope. Got just the 5. It's a 10. All right, right now he's looking at the 2, 4, and 7 with a piece of pretty favorable wood. Yes. All right, Jeff Atkins right now looking at 3 and 6 with wood in very favorable position. Right across that 3-pin. He has it. Came into this third string at 316. He got 5, but he's got a split. one pin less than a spread eagle. The 7-pin went down. So on the right, he has the 3, 6, and 10. On the left, the 2 and 4. Two full that time on the 3-pin. It's a 10. All right, Bob Whitcomb, our challenger today, working on a spare. This is the fill. Strike! He got 8, and he has left the 5 and the 8. For another, ooh, he missed the 5-pin, got just the 8. Too bad. I think maybe he rushed that a little bit. Like to have it over again, I'm sure. There, that was a much more deliberate delivery, and he was right on it. He comes back shaking his head because that cost him $50. All right, Jeff Atkins right now at 42 after 4. He has a spare leave. This one is made up of the 4 and the 8. There's some wood off to the right. He went right after it as though there were no wood there and made it. Once again, the fill is 5. It's a different configuration. This time he has 4 horsemen left side and in the opposite corner the 10-pin. Got the 4 horsemen, but wasn't able to kick the 1-pin over to get the 10. It's a 10. And Bob Whitcomb, our challenger today. Another drops. He has 2 pins standing, but they are not close together. 3 and 4. Ooh, just missed it on the right side. It's a 9. Now he's looking at 4 horsemen left side, 1, 2, 4, 7. Too bad. Missed the head pin. He was going right for it, and then it broke a little bit to the left and took out 2, 4, 7. But number 1 still there. No longer. It's a 10. Okay, Jeff Atkins needs 17 pins to pick up another $100 for going over 400. He's at 67 right now. He's got 4 boxes in order to get 17 pins. Think he'll get it? Missed the head pin. He's left the 1, 3, 7, 9. 7 alone with a piece of wood in front of it. and then the 1, 3, and 9. Is it going to go? Yes. It was a backdoor spare. The fill. The fill is 6, and he's got no wood to help, and he's got parallel pins, 5 and 6 behind that, 9 and 10. Usually you can get 3 of these, but not all 4. He got the 3, but the 3 pins and left the 5 pin. So obviously he got the 6, 9, and 10. A 10. $409 right now. Oh, tough split for our challenger, Bob Whitcomb. He's got over on the left the 4 and 7, on the right the 6 and 10. Got the left side. It'll be 9. Looking at 3, 6, and 10 over on the right. He has a spare. And the fill for Bob Whitcomb, 7. Okay, Jeff Atkins has 409 right now, and he'd like to put up a number in these final 2 boxes in order to come back for our championship show the last Saturday night in August. 3.5 years ago, he won the championship show, winning $10,500. Let's see what kind of a number he can put up with 2 boxes to go. 409 plus 5 more, 6 more. 415. The 1, 2, 4, and 9. Oh, he didn't get the 9. 418. Still 418, going into the final box. He has 4 pins standing. It's the 1, 3, 6, and 9. You'd almost say the way the numbers have been going, he would have to make a mark here in order to be assured of being on our championship show. Yes, he got it, he got it, he got it. Okay, 428. We all remember Steve Badney, who looked like he had it all wrapped up with what he did last year, and yet he didn't make it. And he was over 430. 426 right now for Jeff, plus how many? 426 plus 4 more, 430. 430. And he wanted a bigger number than that, I know. However, Bob Whitcomb has won $50 in bonus money for winning the third string, 124 to 116. And 432 is what the final was for Jeff Atkins. And it's 432 to 357. We'll be right back. Not too many cards here, which means, of course, that there is not too much in the jackpot either. $100 in our jackpot. We give 10 either side, as you know, for that $100. And when I draw a card, even if it's nowhere near that, that person at least will be rewarded with a handsome gift from the Parker Pen Company. But let's see if we can get 10 either side of $789. That's our total today, $789. For $100. This is from Dorchester, and it's Will Murphy, Jr., and his guess is $693, so next week it's going to be $150. Jeff, for $2,400, our high-low jackpot, highest it has ever been. Almost. All right, Bob Whitcomb. What a nice going away present. This would be, oh no. So we had $25. Come on over here, Bob, and behind. Okay, here's a little souvenir for you from Din Brothers, Boston and Holyoke, and we're not going to let you go away broke. You got $350 plus $50 in bonus money. This one's out of the way. Come back next year.
Really well, and I'll see you next year.
Okay, very good. Hey, you son of a gun. 4 in a row. How about that, huh?
Yeah, that was something. That was unbelievable. I didn't think the third was going to go down. And then when the fourth one, boy, what a plus that was.
Yeah, I know.
Nice.
But then you got greedy. You wanted the fifth one, huh?
Yeah, keep coming.
Sure, why not?
As many as I can get.
When you rolled your 514, how many strikes in a row did you have?
I didn't even have a triple during that whole series.
Is that right?
I had 2 doubles during that, but it was all like 9 fills and spares. And
well, here's the big one, and I know you'll remember that date very, very well.
Yeah.
And let's see, how much money for you? Oh, son of a gun, what is it? About 700 plus 2,000.
Let's keep it amongst ourselves.
350. I think you'll be able to pay for all your Christmas
Yeah, I
presents.
think so. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Brian McKinley is making his first appearance on our show. He comes down from Hudson, New Hampshire to challenge you next week.
Okay, I'll be here.
Well, I think you will, yeah. We will be too, and we wish everybody Happy New Year.